We are on our way to the Benson Convention Center so that we can be videotaped for the Weather Channel. We are going to be on one of their shows because of the Hour of Terror. Ooh. We're Dave and Karen from Watts on Wheels, and we sold our sticks and bricks to RV full-time now that we are retired. We travel with our heavy-duty truck Leroy, our two K&M motorcycles, our DRV Dixie, and our smart car Zippy. Don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell to be notified when we post a new video.
Karen Watts captured video of the storm as winds began rattling her houseboat in what she describes as an hour of terror.
A couple months out of the year, we RV on our houseboat on Lake Lanier in Georgia. And while we're with the houseboat, we have to contend with the weather. What's going on right now? Everything is just getting messed up big time. There goes the awnings on the pontoon. My God, it must be 80 miles an hour out here. The Weather Channel had been trying to catch up with us for several months after the Hour of Terror video came out. A short interview with me was on the Weather Channel shortly after that storm, but they wanted to include us in one of their shows called Deadline to Disaster. They had been trying to arrange a meeting with us to videotape us for quite some time, and they finally caught up with us in Benson, Arizona, and their crew from Phoenix came in to do the taping.
Just a little bit about yourself, like kind of about how you have a houseboat, you're retired, and you travel in your RV.
My husband Dave and I, we full-time RV across the United States. In the summertime, we go back home to our houseboat on Lake Lanier in Georgia.
So tell me about August 3rd. How did your day start? How was the weather at the beginning? Where are you on the houseboat? What are you doing?
On August 3rd, a thunderstorm was coming through, and it was pretty typical. Watch for the wall of rain to come towards you, but this one was a little different. This one had a lot of wind to it, and that was something we didn't expect. We've had wind gusts before up to like 40 miles per hour, no big deal, but this one, my understanding was it was 80 to 90 and maybe even a little bit more than that. So this was a storm that we had never seen in our entire life while we've been on Lake Lanier for almost 20 years. I could hardly walk in the boat. We were rocking like crazy, and I was hanging onto the walls and furniture going from the front to the back of the boat. Oh, the dock is breaking.
At any point, are you worried that this is, because I imagine it first starts to look like a normal thunderstorm, and then when it gets more intense, are you afraid that this is going to become something closer to a tornado that could be coming through?
When the wind started to pick up, I was starting to wonder if it was a tornado or not, because their trees were bending in the middle and twisting, and the wind was just so strong. I thought maybe it was a tornado.
What was it like when you would open those doors and feel, well, I see at some points you just stay inside, but when you would open the doors, what did that feel like the rush of the wind?
When I'd walk through the boat to go back up to the front or go back to the back, when I'd open up the door, it was almost like a vacuum. It was like this pressure was on it, making it almost difficult to open. And then, of course, the blast of wind and rain was just unrelentless. Their roof is coming off behind us, and looks like they just broke loose because they're way far away from us now, and they shouldn't be. And the boat down here at the end should be level with us, so we're bending. That dock just broke off behind us. Although Dave wasn't there for the storm, he was there for the aftermath, so they interviewed him as well.
And tell me about the kind of weather you experience while you're on Lake Lanier. Are you used to thunderstorms? Is it anything that you've been concerned with in the past before this?
Well, we've had a couple thunderstorms. We've had what was a tropical storm a couple years ago that it had high winds, probably 45, 50 miles an hour, relentless for a day and a half or 2 days.
And so on this day, on August 3rd, tell me about the day. Is it like any other regular day? How's the weather when you get started?
It was kind of like a partly cloudy day. Nice. It was hot out, real hot. And then, so I went to the store, and as I left to go to the store, I saw some clouds building. It's starting to get a little, I was saying, well, we're going to have some rain here. And while I was at the store on the way back, the radio started doing its alert thing. And they were saying that there was a severe thunderstorm over Lake Lanier. And then right after, about a little bit after that, my phone started ringing and it was Karen. And so I tried to drive back as fast as I could. But when I got there, all the trees were down and all over the place, so it took a while for me to get back.
And do you think, because you're tethered, like when you're just in the slip, but do you worry like about the boat itself as well? Like did you do a good enough job, or?
The thing I worry about the most about it is the dock breaking loose. Because if the dock breaks loose from the anchors, then everybody goes. And then it's, what are you gonna slam into?
Oh, geez, there's Billy's boat. Oh, crap, there's another one loose. Billy's gonna hit us.
And tell me about getting down and finally getting to see Karen.
After I got down to the parking lot where our dock is, the gangway was gone, so, and I was talking to Karen on the phone at that time, and we agreed that she just gets in the pontoon boat and starts it up and drives over to the shore where I was standing, and she came in and just butted the pontoon boat up to the shore, and I jumped on it, and then we backed back off, took off into the lake to go see what other damage might have happened.
And tell me about the damage you saw.
Oh, I mean, there was docks all tore up all over them, twisted and bent. Like I said, boats on the dock, docks on the boat, boats sinking. Most of the boats that had any kind of canvas on them or anything like that, canvas tops, those things were just torn to shreds.
Don't miss Deadline to Disaster on the Weather Channel, June 6th at 9 p.m. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. We'd love to hear from you in the comments below, even if it's just to say hi. Don't forget to subscribe.